Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Oklahoma State versus West Virginia college football matchup on Saturday, October 5th, 2024. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It's college football Saturday. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link directly below this video in the description. Prices start at $15, go all the way up to yearly packages, but regardless of what you buy, if you use the discount code PICK, you can get 15% off. We also have VIP type products. These are meant for people who make big bets, who have big bankrolls, looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. These are our most expensive packages, and they also are long-term packages only. They're not one-game bailouts, but if you're interested, text the number. But let's get to it. Oklahoma State taking on West Virginia. Oklahoma State 3-2 on the season, while West Virginia enters this one at 2-2. Of course, this is a Big 12 matchup. West Virginia won last time out, beating Kansas. They had lost to Pitt 38-34 in a barn burner in the backyard brawl. So they've had a week off to a couple weeks since that Kansas game. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State, losers last week to Kansas State. This one just simply got away from them, 42-20, as the Wildcats ran wild over Okie State in that one. Of course, that was on the heels of Oklahoma State's loss against Utah, where they were pretty much dominated for 3.5 quarters of that game. Came back and dressed it up late in the game that they really weren't all that competitive. The West Virginia offense, kind of middle of the road in just about every single category, 410 yards per game, 181.5 rushing yards per game. All pretty solid numbers, but really middle of the road, when it comes to the overall landscape. And then the passing numbers, really the lower third of the nation in most of the major passing numbers. Except for 13.8 yards per completion. But, of course, they're 109th in completion percentage. But they're up against a defense in Oklahoma State that's been a sieve, 126th in the nation, 480.6 yards allowed. That is significantly more than the national average of 372. They're giving up, 204.2 rushing yards per game. They're giving up 276 passing yards per game. These rank well into the hundreds in the nation. So the Oklahoma State defense has been porous. So while that West Virginia offense has been, up and down, that defense has not been good. But they're up against a West Virginia defense that's been terrible as well. They are 103rd ranked in the nation, allowing over 410 yards per game, giving up 153.8 rushing yards per game, giving up 256.5 passing yards per game, all ranked in the hundreds in the nation. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State's rushing attack has been anemic. It was expected to be one of the best rushing attacks in the nation, but they're 118th in rushing yards per game as teams have stacked the line against them, but that has allowed them to throw the football. But this musical chairs at quarterback for the Cowboys means they got really nobody at all back there at quarterback. So while they have decent numbers, 15th best in the nation in passing yards per game at 320.6, it has been, like I said, musical chairs back there, which is never a very good thing. But one thing that has been pretty solid with Oklahoma State is that they haven't really turned the ball over all that much. When it comes to sacks, 5th best in the nation in sacks against, 3rd best in the nation as far as, turning the football over on the ground and fumbling, and 31st in penalty yards against. So, they're not shooting themselves in the foot, but on the other side of it, defensively, it's kind of not a great story for the Cowboys either, though they are a little bit better, I would say, in those type of areas than West Virginia is. I think this is one of these games where it's like the defensive numbers are bad for a reason. I think both these teams' offenses get it all out of their system. I like the over in Oklahoma State, West Virginia, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com, 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.